I would say that I still take risks in, in everything that I write, and to try things that are new and and things that are different. And I do have one very close friend who's I hope everybody knows her name, because I was going to say she's world famous, but maybe, she did win a Nobel Prize. That doesn't mean anything. Her name is Doris Lessing. And she said to me once, Jonah, when I sit down to write something, I don't know what I want to say until I start to write, and I discover it in the process of writing. So I know there's sometimes I start to write something and I know what I want to say, and it doesn't work for me. I find that I have to approach it as a journey of discovery and learn what it is how I feel and what I'm thinking and what I want to communicate in the process of writing. So, all right. So the next, do I still have some time here?
Yeah. Okay. About 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to read from these. This is poetry. It's called Rock and Roll Women, Portraits of a Generation. I believe some of the women, if not all of the women, belong to this generation. You probably heard some rock and roll at some time in your life, whether you wanted to or like my mother, when I used to, as a teenage boy, I always had to wash dishes in the kitchen and would listen to the radio there, and my mother would say, "Turn that thing off." So I usually read from the beginning of this book and go to the end, but I'm going to start by reading at the end. So I guess I'm taking a risk. Okay, so the last poem, which is now the first one, is called All Together Now. We've heard them play, and maybe they've played us too, for frantic fans and fools perhaps, but haven't we made whole meals of melodies, mixed sex and drugs and rock and roll, recipes for memory and for desire, set our bones on fire, rock and roll women.